Alright, garden tour. These are the starters that I got from Two Markin. This is a Naga Gum Orange Italia. This is a Papa Dreddy Scotch Bonnet. I'm gonna have to nurse these guys back to health. This is a little Scotch Brains. Should be able to get those guys back to where they should be. And then the rest of these seeds are exclusively from Jimmy Pickles. This is a Moruga Red Monster. And I shouldn't be using duct tape. This one has quite a few pods on it. Opening up. This one has probably about 25 pods on it. It's still pretty small. Here's a pretty ripe one. And these are, I don't know if I'm going to keep these or not. These are Inferno banana peppers. I over-fertilized when I was indoors towards the end. When I was about to bring them outside, I've gotten probably about 40 peppers off of, between the two of these plants. Super, super good pepper. Sweet and has a pretty good kick. This one is a Bulgarian carrot. It's a little leany. Bulgarian carrot pepper. Got some pods on these. Sorry, my camera skills are not fine-tuned. I mean, this is only, I think about 14-inch tall plant. And I've already gotten probably about 5 or 6 pods off of it. And then these three are Golden Reapers. Taking forever to grow. But 2 of them I'm going to give away to my buddy. This one is another Golden Reaper. I just moved it in the shade because it was wilting a little bit. Got quite a few flowers on this guy. Going back to these, I just picked flowers off this guy. Off all 3 of these. Sorry, my wife was talking. I picked the flowers off of these guys a couple days ago and picked every single flower off. It's already pushing out quite a bit. So, there's that. Here are my big guys. This is my first year growing, and now I feel like I overdid it a little bit, but I'm kind of glad I did, because I've really enjoyed it. So, this is a Yellow Ghost. This one was over-fertilized pretty bad, dropped a few leaves. You can still see some damage and stuff. But here's a pot coming through. And then here's a interesting looking pheno. Kind of looks like a pumpkin. And same with this guy. And then I think 3 or 4 pods over on this side, yeah. All looking like pumpkins. That's a Yellow Ghost. I know this is a Yellow Ghost. This one grew So I topped all these at probably, I don't know, maybe a month. So this one grew out, and then it just started growing up again. A couple shoots. This one I don't think is pushing out any pods yet, but crap ton of flowers. So should have pods relatively shortly. Here is another MRM, Moruga Red Monster. I just had one for breakfast yesterday, and it was pretty good. I like to eat Super Hots on cream cheese bagels for breakfast. This one looks a little rough, but that's because I was hardening them off last week, and I kind of rushed it. I only put them outside probably like 3-4 days before I just threw them back here, but that'll be fine. Then this guy, I think he's the unmarked one. Nope, this is another yellow ghost. This one was probably the worst. I don't know what that is, but this one was probably affected the worst by the over-fertilization. I use Fox Farms Trio. I haven't given them the Tiger Bloom, just the Big Bloom and the Grow Big. And I also did a little bit of CalMag, and then once I started thinking that it was a magnesium deficiency, I added some Epsom salt. But then I realized it was over-fertilization. You can see it's kind of, you can tell that there's been a lot of foliage drop, but it's bouncing back. No big deal. This one is, I think, a 7-pot primo. Yeah. It's nice. And then I know I have a pod on this one. I think it's starting to ripen up. Real tiny. The plant is pretty short. This one isn't as bushy as some of my other ones, but yeah, really excited about this one. This, I don't even know what this is. This is another Moruga Red Monster. Absolutely loaded with flowers. And so when I was these just came out of my basement, and I picked buds off of these for probably about a month and a half. So it was literally backbreaking work, and I just gave up, decided to let it do its thing. I wanted to wait till I got them outside, but that wasn't the case, and then it is what it is. But this one is another 7-pot. These are the red 7-pots. This one's always had tacoed leaves and stuff. It's actually doing a little better now that it's outside, I think. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, it's growing fine, obviously, as you can see. Real kind of hard to see all the flowers on this on the camera, but I mean, you could see. And I usually give these guys like a shake every once in a while to kind of drop some of the flowers that are dead or whatever, but most of them are hanging on, and yeah, really excited about the 7-pots. I grew 4 plants, but I only ended up keeping 2 because I was in the middle of picking flowers and stuff, and I had two that were kind of lagging behind quite a bit, and I just couldn't be bothered, so yeah. This one is a mystery one. I think it's a ghost, yellow ghost. I just forgot to mark it when I was transplanting it. Got a tree up top. Drop stuff on them, so we had about, I don't know, it rained probably about 5 hours yesterday. This one is my widest plant. As you can see, it's pretty freaking big. I measured this probably 2 weeks ago and it was 51 inches wide. So I'm assuming it's probably, I don't know, 56 or so now. And then this guy. There's a little spider guy. Got a ton. That's another MRM. Ton of spiders. You can't see the webs, but there's literally a web in between these plants. So I'm just gonna not disturb them. Hopefully I don't have to move the plants at all. But yeah, this guy has some interesting growth. I noticed this. Sorry, I can't see. And it's fused at the bottom, and it's starting to kind of grow more at the top. And I don't know, it's cool. This is a very, I don't know, very, almost, I want to say viney looking plant. Like it's just growing like crazy at the base, all different directions. So yeah, really only growing the Golden Reaper, Moruga Red Monster, Yellow Ghost, and Red 7-Pot Primo. And then the ones that I got from Two Markin. So really excited about those. I got a bunch of different varieties for next year. Yeah. These have all been grown in Fox Farms Ocean Forest. Got some diatomaceous earth, and I just picked this up yesterday, or actually today. I was out at Meijer grocery shopping and I saw it, so I was reading. It's got calcium and mycorrhizae in it. These are the dishes that they were sitting in, because I bottom water everything, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So really excited to see your guys' gardens. I wouldn't really call this much of a garden. I kind of just threw these over here because it has that big tree, and gets lots of shade. And since I didn't harden these off properly, I was too impatient. Seemed like the best spot. But yeah, in my first year growing, I've learned a lot, and I'm starting to worry a lot less about plants, about the pepper plants, because I'm picking up on the fact that they are tough as nails, and they'll grow until they can't, you know. So I still overreact and baby them probably more than I should, but I'm trying to grow out of that, work on it, and yeah, it's been fun.